Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's Logan from Calling Our Shot, back with some more MLB picks on this Tuesday, June 29th. Guys, let's get after it today. Let's make some money as always. Let's close out June strong. There's only two days left in June. Let's finish this month strong. Right now, at this very moment, we are sitting at 7022 subs. Yes, guys, we crossed that 7,000 mark. Big shout out to you guys for your tremendous support. Austin and I are blown away with how much this page has grown. We really appreciate you. Can we get to 750 by the end of the day? You know we're trying to take baby steps to get to our 10K goal. But mash that subscribe button if you already aren't subbed. It really helps us grow towards our goal. And you know, guys, it's free. And you know, what picks channel is more fun than Austin and I? Name one. I bet you can't. And lastly, big shout out to our COS All-Stars all over the screen, our current COS All-Stars, and an especially big shout out to Josh, our newest COS All-Star. Welcome to the family. If you're interested in joining just like Josh, either click the join button next to our channel name or the first link in the description below. Let's recap a really disappointing Monday. Yeah, guys, you know, we had a bad break in there. I'm not going to lie, but you know what? These things happen when you gamble. Again, I want you to remember, it is a marathon, not a sprint. That's why you got to bankroll manage. Don't go putting your next paycheck on Astros run line, because the Astros are toast. Yes, Miley strikeout total, cash that one. Thank goodness Miley clutched up for us. Houston run line, nope. And I'm done betting the Astros. You know, they showed me evidence against the Tigers, and I said, is this an outlier? Well, you know what? They lost outright to the Orioles. Nope, that's enough for me. If you guys want to bet Houston, that's your own journey. I will not be on that journey with you. The Boston game under. Wow, what a knife to the heart, guys. I mean, I had under 10.5. They score exactly 11. And had I have known that a home run derby would be taking place last night, might not have picked the under. I mean, I guess with a line that high, you can surmise that it might be bombs. But wow, I mean, everything was via the home run last night. That was just oof. And Chicago Cubs game under first 5. Nope, that one did not hit. You know, the pitchers were not as good as I expected. They did not have their best stuff with them last night. But that's okay, because we have to bounce back. Again, it's a marathon, not a sprint. I always preach, do your own research and bankroll manage. These are the principles of successful gambling. And where are we starting today? Rays versus Nationals. I'm taking Rays money line. I believe the odds on this one should be -110. They're not out on the major books. They're out on some weird, quirky books. But you know, when the odds come out on you know, the more common books, I will place it. Hill should be on the mound for Tampa Bay. 1, 4, and 4 earned runs in each of his last 3. I told you. I mean, you know, old man Hill, you know, he's been pretty solid most of the year. He had a few hiccups in there with the 4 earned run games, but the 1 earned run game is more of his caliber. He's been really solid this year. Ross is on the mound for Washington. 0, 5, and 0 earned runs in each of his last 3. I mean, He could easily give up the 5. I mean, he's done it before. If you look at his game log, you know, he has some really good games mixed in with some really bad games. I don't know. Tampa Bay's bats 6th in runs, 16th in hits. Yeah, I mean, a really pretty solid offensive team. Washington, by comparison, 26th in runs, 8th in hits. You know, mediocre, middle of the pack. But I absolutely have to mention Schwarber. I mean, if you've been betting Schwarber home runs, man, you're probably living a really good life right now. Yes, I know. I'm betting against the red hot bat of Schwarber, who seems to homer in every single game, or even homered multiple in the same game. Yes, I know. I am betting against it. It is a little bucking the trend, but you know, the Rays are just the better team. And I mean, if we're looking for a really tight, you know, matchup in this one, like I said, the odds might be close to a pick 'em. Tampa Bay is 3rd in bullpen ERA. Washington, by comparison, 13th. So, you know, while it might not seem, you know, completely a huge edge, it is an edge nonetheless. That's why I'm locking in Rays, and I'm rolling with it. Moving on to our next pick, Mariners versus Blue Jays. I'm taking Blue Jays run line, -110 odds. The Blue Jays would never hurt me. The Blue Jays would especially never hurt me with my boy Robbie Ray on the mound. 1, 2, and 3 earned runs in each of his last 3. You guys know the trend. You know, every time I picked against Robbie Ray, he had the best game of his life. Every time I picked with him, he did not show up. But he finally bucked the trend last time I picked him. Robbie Ray, a really, really good pitcher. And if you want to go look at his strikeout total over-under, I believe it's like 8.5 opening line. I mean, that's ridiculously high. They're expecting some good things from my boy Robbie Ray today. Flexen's on the mound for Seattle. 1, 0, and 3 earned runs in each of his last 3. I mean, Flexen's okay. He's a middle-of-the-pack pitcher. But where this one is really decided is in the offensive edge. As I always preach it on this program, Seattle 22nd in runs, 30th in hits, 25th in Ks. Yeah, I mean, they're bad in Ks. We understand why Robbie Ray should get a lot of strikeouts today. And Toronto, by comparison, playing in their little mini park, second in runs, second in hits, sixth in strikeouts. Yeah, great offensive team. Their bats are red hot right now. I need them to keep that up today. Do not have a letdown game against Seattle, and we will easily cash that run line. Moving on to our next pick, another favorite run line, Rangers versus A's. I'm taking A's minus 1.5 at plus 108 odds. I like the value on this one simply because my boy Fultonevich is on the mound. Yeah, and I know, another person that I used to pick against. Yeah, Fulte, 6 innings pitched and 2 earned runs last time these two teams faced. He had a lot better showing than I ever anticipated. I actually lost that first 5 bet because I bet straight up against him, and he just pitched a good game. But previously, let's look at his previous games before the Oakland game. 4 and 7 earned runs in those last 2 starts. Yeah, I mean, Fultonevich is definitely a pitcher that gives up some runs. I think the A's can capitalize that being at home again. Caprielian's on the mound for Oakland. 6 innings pitched and 2 earned runs in his last time facing Oakland. So again, pretty decent numbers. His previous 2, let's go look at those. 0, 3, and 0 earned runs. I mean, yeah, Caprielian, pretty up and down pitcher. But, Texas, 10 and 27 on the road. I mean, yeah, I know we're picking them to cover, Oakland to cover as well. But, I mean, that's just an abysmal road record. Both teams offensively are the same in stats. I can't really pull a definitive edge there. I can pull a slight edge in bullpen ERA. Texas 22nd in bullpen ERA. Oakland 16th in bullpen ERA. I just think this comes down to, can they get to Fultonevich? And I say yes. That's why we are rolling with Oakland in the full game to cover. Moving on to our next pick, Royals versus Red Sox. I'm taking Red Sox team total over 5.5, minus 120 odds. Yeah, guys, the Red Sox have been red hot. Red hot Red Sox, right? And they got Keller on the mound for Kansas City today. 4, 5, and 6 earned runs in each of his last 3 starts. I mean, Keller, he's known to give up some runs. He's not a great pitcher, not one bit. Boston's offense, really, really good. 4th in runs, 3rd in hits. Yeah, I mean, I like a team that can score, right? To hit that team total over 5.5, that's going to require a little bit of scoring. And even if Keller, maybe only gives up, 4-ish earned runs, well, you know what? The Kansas City bullpen, definitely back of the pack in ERA. 20th in bullpen ERA. Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm locking in the team total on this one. If you want to bet, Red Sox to win and cover, I respect that bet too. And moving on to our last pick, Tigers versus Indians. I'm taking Urania. Strikeout total under 2.5 Ks, plus 120 odds. And, guys, my boy Urania. There's a lot of my favorite pitchers pitching on the mound today. Who to choose from? Blake Snell, he missed the cut today. Sorry, Blake Snell. I really wanted to pick your under as well, but I didn't have a line there. But Urania, I'll settle for you. Look at his last 3 games. 1, 4, and 1 Ks. Yes, I continuously picked his strikeout total under until they make this line like a half. I will continue to do it. And I mean, this one today, I mean, that he should. If you're looking at the odds, the over is super juiced at, over 2.5 for him to get 3 Ks. But you know what? I like it for a value pick, and I'm going to roll with it. Cleveland is 4th in strikeouts, top 5 in striking out, so they don't really strike out all that often. And Urania is one of those pitchers that really can implode on himself. I mean, look at his last 3 games innings pitched. 3 and 2/3, 4 and 1/3, and 1 and 2/3 innings pitched. I mean, he's not even going 5 consistently. This is why I always pick his strikeout total under, because he's a pitch to contact pitcher. And I mean, Cleveland is really, really good at not striking out. So I need them to continue that today, and we should stand a really good chance at cashing a plus 120 odds on this one. Yeah, I mean, it's worth, like I said, it's worth the investment on this one, in my opinion. If you want to tail it, go ahead. Lastly, guys, let's recap the picks. Rays money line, Blue Jays run line, A's run line, Red Sox team total over, and Urania strikeout total under. Thank you guys so much. You guys are the absolute best. Let's win some money today. As always, drop your favorite plays of the day in the comments below. Let's have a great day.